Coin tricks, coin magic. In the scale of magic virginity, coin magic has firmly taken its place right above card tricks. There is slightly more virginity when it comes to taking out coins, especially if you take them out of a coin purse. I'm sure I'm going to have an entire rant itself dedicated to the idea of a magician taking coins out of a coin purse in preparation for a coin trick. Today we have a fairly simple coin trick that has a couple different ways of handling it, which we're going to cover in this video. But before that, we have a little bit of a hot intro. So you get a coin. This is the first bit with this particular trick. You're gonna get a coin and you're gonna look for your little bit of a pen. You don't know where it is. Oh wait, it's here. This pen is actually gonna serve like a magic wand, sir. I don't know if you're familiar with the phallic symbol of a magic wand, but we're gonna use the pen here to make the coin disappear. You could still see the coin here. If we wave the magic wand pen over the actual coin, you're gonna see that that actual coin disintegrates. It disintegrates until it's, well, gone. Now, here's the thing. Because my eyesight is tremendous, I was able to see that coin actually make its flight and land inside of my shoe. I know it sounds weird. It sounds like it shouldn't happen. But if we take out my shoe here, I want you to notice that there's a coin there. There's a coin that's made its way into my shoe, sir. Kind of an amazing thing if you consider the magic that you just witnessed, which is odd enough because now the pen is gone, which could only mean one thing. That's right, back in the shoe. So if we look inside of the shoe, well, we have my favorite Sharpie pen. Oh boy, what a wonderful world we happen to live in, sir. Now there are multiple handlings for this particular trick. One that involves a duplicate pen and one that involves a duplicate coin. You thought I was gonna say duplicate shoe, didn't you? Which technically would be true considering you do have two shoes to begin with. So here's a way of doing it with one pen, but you do need two coins. Now, if we want, you could use two pens and not have to do a little bit of a transfer move, but that's gonna be your prerogative. So here is how we actually do the trick. Take a coin and put it inside of your shoe. Take a pen, which is going to be the exact same pen you're going to use, and put that inside of the other shoe. It's going to be uncomfortable, but that's a sacrifice we have to make for doing card tricks and coin tricks. So get ready for that sacrifice. Next thing, you're going to get a quarter from a spectator, but you're going to place a duplicate pen inside of your right pocket. Now this could be something that you bring up. However, I suggest you borrow from them. If you borrow a quarter, make sure that it's going to be the same quarter and it's not going to be one of these state quarters. And then you look in your shoe and it's the amazing changing coin through shoe trick. So for this, we're going to make use of an interesting little principle here that could be best considered the crossing the gaze switch without really much effort. Now this is also going to be a little bit of a lesson in coin tricks because it seems like magicians get this wrong. So I'm going to make sure that you guys actually get this right for once. And if you want to make sure that you get it right all the time, you should check out the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card stuff. You got a lot of coin stuff in there, buddy. So you could learn all the sleights you need in order to become the best virgin you could possibly be. 500, I think 600 videos if you count the piggybacker videos, which is $1 a month. You get 2 extra tutorials that I don't post anywhere else. So you get a lot of content. You get a lot of content. Oh boy, check it out. Link is in the description below. So here's the principle. You're going to start with the coin in your left hand. You're then going to move the coin to your right hand here and slightly cup your hands as you tap and then reach into your left pocket. Then you are going to pretend to place this coin in the left hand. However, here's a mistake that all magicians make. You close your hand. Why would you close your hand? If you're going to take a coin and put it in the hand, you're not going to close it. You're going to keep it open. So here's the problem. You can't keep it open because then you're going to see that there's nothing in the hand. So the way you fix that is you just cup your fingers. It still looks like you're holding onto the coin, but you're not closed with the hand. There's no person in the planet that transfers a coin from one hand to the other and then has the hand closed. You look like a retard. So here's what you do. You show the coin in the left hand. You put it in the right hand. You slightly cup your fingers. Get them used to this sort of vision right here. Next action, you're going to tap your left pocket and say, I actually need a magic wand. I don't have my magic wand, but I'll use a replacement. And then here, you're going to just put your thumb on the coin itself as you pretend to drop it in your left hand. You're not going to close your hand. You're not going to do that unnatural movement. All you're going to do is just simply pretend like you received the coin. So the coin has a little bit of weight, so you're going to drop your hand slightly. You're going to bring it back up, and then you could even play around with the coin a bit. Do this for real. Play around with the coin in the hand. Don't close the hand completely. Don't make it seem like you're actually doing a magic move, but just make it seem like you're dropping the coin in the hand and adjusting it a little bit. There's nothing in there, but it looks like there's a fucking coin in there. Coin is transferred from the left hand to the right hand as I tap my pocket. Coin is transferred to the right hand as I tap my pocket here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to reach into my pocket. I'm actually doing a false transfer. You notice there's no coin there anymore. So I'm going to use my thumb on top of the surface of the coin. That's going to make sure that it stays in the hand as I pretend to drop it into my left hand. So I'm going to have a little bit of a wrist action here, and the motion is going to be me reaching to my pocket or reaching to tap my pocket itself to see if the pen is there. So there's no reason as to why the spectator should feel suspicious at this point, because I've already established a precedent with the initial coin pass. You see what I mean? There's a reason as to why I'm doing it, which is sufficient to say that the majority of coin magicians that I see don't partake in this level of thought. Then again, they took their coins out of a coin purse, so they're really not humans to begin with. So here, once again, coins in the left hand, transferring it to the right hand, slightly cup your hands, tap your pocket, pen isn't there. Do the false transfer, putting your thumb on the coin as you pretend to drop the coin into the left hand here. Then reach, tap your pocket, reach inside, leave the coin, and take out the pen. You want to make sure they don't clink, because then it's going to be a peering clink trick, and that's a different DVD altogether. So after you take the pen out, please refrain from showing the spectator your virginity when it comes to handling objects like this. I know it's tempting. I know you think it's going to get you some, but it's not. And here you could just wave the pen over the coin. At this point, if you want, you could close your hand, but you could just shake the coin pretending that there's a coin in your hand. If you have a ring, you could do this little subtlety here where you could actually tap the ring to make a little bit of a noise to make it seem like the coin is there. If you're not edgy and not wearing a ring, don't worry, you don't miss out on much, but it's a nice little bit of a subtlety if you want to add that. Tap apparently the coin, make it disappear, and now you've shown the coin to have completely vanished. Of course, being able to show both your hands empty. Now, you don't say the coin went far. As a matter of fact, here you say you saw the coin drop. The coin was invisible. I saw it with my super virgin eyes, and the coin actually fell inside of my shoe. Now, here's going to be the movement to vanish the pen. I'm going to take the pen and place it in what should be considered the end of the flip stick vanish. So right now I'm taking it in my wrist and holding it in this position, just like this. As I reach for the actual shoe itself, I'm going to reach behind my back, take out my right shoe, and I'm going to pull it off of my foot. I want you to notice where my hand is. My hand is almost ready to drop the pen inside of my pocket just because of that handling. If I'm reaching for my shoe by putting my foot behind my back, this hand is nearly making out with my pocket. So all I'm doing is just dropping it inside of my pocket, but holding the position. Now this does kind of look like you are, you have some sort of complex. Maybe your parents gave you thalidomide as a child, but it does convey the idea that you're holding onto an object in the actual hand. Now at this point, one more time, I've taken off my shoe. There's already a coin in there, and I could show the coin to have made its way inside of my shoe. Now at this point, I could drop the coin from the actual shoe itself. I could drop the shoe on the floor. I don't have to put it on necessarily yet, because here's going to be the second part of the trick. The second part of the trick is going to be making the pen completely disappear. So you're just going to hold the hand as if you're holding the pen. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a transfer, or maybe you could just rub your hands together. Whatever it is that you do in your side of the planet in order to make magic happen. And then you could show your hands empty, reach for your other shoe, assuming that you have a duplicate pen in there, and you could show the duplicate pen to have made its way into your shoe. Now here's the other handling if you have one pen. So if you have a nice little bit of a pen like this Sharpie, I haven't seen these much else, but this silver odd Primo Sharpie Gucci, and you could only afford one of them, then there's going to be a slightly different handling. The slightly different handling would be as follows. You would actually put your shoe on. So right now my shoe is back on my right foot. After I've made the actual vanish itself, I could actually rub my hands together. Now when I reach for my shoe, it's going to be the exact same situation as before. My hand is just going to drop to my pocket, and I'm simply going to take the pen out and put it in the exact same position that it was in. so that when I take my shoe off, the shoe's gonna be facing me. I could just come in with my hand like this and pretend to take the pen from my shoe. Now this is what I would consider to be an auxiliary handling. Maybe if you want to call it that, an emergency handling. I don't necessarily like this one as much as having a duplicate pen, but if you only have one pen and you want to make the pen vanish, then this will be the handling to go. But otherwise, I think getting a duplicate pen really isn't that hard to do. So that would be the best handling, especially after you make the pen vanish, after taking out the shoe. You can make the pen vanish very cleanly and then appear in your other shoe. It's a little bit of a hot continuity there. What I like about this trick is, again, you make the coin vanish, you make the pen vanish, it appears in your shoe. It's a weird thing. They're gonna remember you, and you're gonna have a nice little bit of a coin vanish, complete coin vanish, which is seems to be the trend. Seems to be very trendy. You never want to have this situation where the spectator goes, "Oh, it's just in your other hand," and then you're left doing this. No, it's not. Show your hand. Okay. Okay, show your hand empty. It's empty. Look, it's empty. Look, it's empty. My hand's empty. My hand's empty, sir. Look, I don't know what you're talking about. My hand is empty. Oh, look, there's a coin. You never want to be caught in that situation. So this is a nice little way of making a complete coin vanish that makes sense. So you're looking for the pen, you're finding the pen, and then that's going to be your magic wand. Of course, at this point, you can make the coin disappear. It all makes logical sense. So that's the trick. That's really the trick. There's a lot of different handlings, all right? It's going to depend on how it is that you best feel comfortable taking your foot or your shoe off. If you're taking your foot off, I would suggest studying Ed Gein. But if you're taking your shoe off, there's going to be different handlings. But notice my hand is going to be here every time I take my shoe. So take advantage of that natural hand position for this particular movement. But it's an odd one. There's definitely an odd one. I feel like this is akin to something that you would find on like an odd old Jay Sankey videotape from 1999. But it's here in 2020 with a Cuban, African, Arabic, short man. We're still short men either way, but wildly different. But that's a trick. Make sure to do all the things that people do when it comes to videos. I'm still having a little bit of a giveaway on the half podcast that I run called Ham Radio. If you want to get more information on that, you should look at one of these videos here. I think one of the videos is going to pop up, and that's going to be the video where you get all the information on how to do, I don't know, how to do that so you could win a deck of playing cards. I wouldn't join, honestly, because it's playing cards. Why would you ever want to win playing cards? But some of you guys might want to win some cards. So make sure to click on that video and you're going to find how to do it there. But as always, stay alone.